first warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America first warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
Would you check this out? Would you look at today's studio, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land? I don't care. I'll debate you. There's no fiction on that. That's nonfiction. We all know the difference. I'm Joe the Boxing. Oh, you just saw my boy Luke McCook. Luke, say hello.
What's up?
That's it.
It's going to be tough for Luke to stay
Hello.
awake in this segment.
Luke is with us today because he brings a genuine, honest perspective to things. The way Jesus talked about children, that's my man Luke right over there. Anyway, we got right next to me on the right side is Johnny Blanket. Johnny Blanket, you and me been doing some traveling together, having a great time. West Palm Beach, New Hampshire. What else is going on?
I am here again, sitting on the comfy couch. This is one of the couches always tough to get off of. But here to talk about the events in America and elections and everything else that you want to talk about, Joe. So you're going to set the tone, and I'm here to enjoy it.
You know, Johnny, very wise man and handsome you are, I must say. On the far left, another handsome man is Kevin Downey Jr.
What's up, gentlemen?
You talk about being busy, bro.
Yeah, busy time doing a little doing radio live from Studio 6B, PJ Media, and of course the goings on here at my patriotic home away from home, the America First Warehouse, the most patriotic venue in the galaxy.
You really like to step it up, and I will tell you, I feel this competitive thing going on because Kevin Downey Jr. does a show on Wednesdays, and we do ours on Tuesday. I think the same times.
Yeah.
Okay, and so we're running a foot race over there. And, you know, according to the votes that I've registered so far, not including the mail-ins, ones that'll come in a little bit later, Kevin's got us by a good percentage point. All right, Johnny?
Well, I think he carries the show, and he helps us a little bit, too. We're just going to have to get more viewers, have some more laughs, have some more fun. So we got to get our act together.
I got to carry the show. Have you seen this Gino Bisconte guy? He's not with us today. Thank God. He's not here. Oh, my God, it's Gino. Sorry.
He is here, Gino. What's happening, brother?
By the way, sorry I'm not there, guys. I'm in South Carolina getting back surgery from carrying this warehouse. I'm kidding. How are you guys?
See, if you knew how to carry, being a professional, Joe the Box, I know how to pick things up and put them down. Your back wouldn't hurt you if you picked up with a straight back there, Gino. And if besides, it's Kiana that carries the road show for you anyway.
Without a doubt. And nothing straight on me. Nothing on me is straight. Ask anyone who's seen my back. That's too much. It's too early.
It's a lot. It's more than I can handle right now.
So he's down there working? Is that what it is,
he's
or
out having
vacation?
fun. You can tell you that he's working, but he's having fun. The next we have the amazing Lisa Azzarelli, who comes today to the America First Warehouse from the West Palm Beach area, and she brings our news with us, and that's what she's going to take us to, right? How you doing, Lisa?
Hey, doing good, everyone. How's things going in New York?
Very good. Now that you got your library glasses on, I like them. Huh, Luke?
Yeah, I agree.
He agrees. It makes you both look smart, you two eyeglass guys and girls.
Uh-oh.
What's happening today, Lisa?
All right, let me break it down for you guys. I put my glasses on. Last week I had a brain fart, so I had to see if I can, up the game here. All right, so first of all, we have two great guests coming on today. We're going to have Marvin Williams and Summer Johnson, so stay tuned for that because they're going to be talking about how they're running for the race in New York, two separate districts, and they bring the real deal. So stay tuned, listen to what they have to say. In the news, some craziness going on. Judicial Watch had to get a FOIA request, had to do a lawsuit to get their FOIA request from the FBI, in which they uncovered that one of the Butler County sheriffs had communications with Trump's attempted assassin, Thomas Crooks, prior to the assassination. The FOIA was heavily redacted. Very, very curious and interesting how this was possible, that they perhaps someone knew that he might be there, and still all of that terrain where he was, the roof where he was on top of, unguarded, people in the stands saying, hey, there's someone up there, and still no one paying attention to it. Just more and more that seems like this may have been, I don't know, orchestrated. So we're just going to put that out there and hope to learn more. more, but we do know for certain that one of the medics that was up on the roof later reported, thanks to this FOIA request, that Thomas Crooks had some type of device in his pockets. And then a dog, one of the canine animals, was called up for a hit, which means explosives were somewhere nearby, and the medic was told to quickly leave. And she couldn't really conduct a proper procedure. There was nothing spoken about explosives to us through the media. So all of this is really, really getting more and more kind of deeper as far as not being transparent to the public regarding this attempted assassination. Also in the news, we have a great win from the Supreme Court. SCOTUS ruled 6-3 for parental rights in education. They put the hammer down and said enough is enough with leaving parents in the dark. You cannot teach the children about topics that violate their religious rights or their home values without informing the parents and giving them an opportunity to opt out. This is critical, especially in a state like New York. So it's excellent that we're going to have two candidates on the panel today at the warehouse, because these are questions that they can hopefully address as things get worse and worse in New York as far as the removal of parental rights. So hopefully the SCOTUS decision, federal, overrules the state on these things, and we will get some mercy in New York for the parents. On that note, Hochul, however, and the state Senate and the state assembly, so the legislature of New York, passed a bill, which Hochul is yet to sign, regarding removal of parental names, mom and dad, so to speak, from all of the family court documents, which of course will have to lead into medical documents and education documents, because then if it goes to the court, those proper terms have to be used and not the words mother and father. So this is really significant on top of what was passed in New York with Prop 1, in which they added approximately 11 additional covered or protected terms that were admitted into the Constitution in New York back at the end of November. So this is something that's going to add to it, in which they removed the words mother and father, again, breaking down the nucleus, the family, to make the mother and father less significant. This is crucial. So we're going to see how these two things play out, both the SCOTUS decision and the new bill passed. Interestingly enough, and I want to add this in there, that the sponsor of the bill, Luis Sepulveda, was previously an assemblyman from about 2013 to 2018, and he strongly supported like Bill de Blasio. And if you're supporting de Blasio, then you likely know that you're supporting socialism and communism. So keep that mindset in the back for our viewers as we say this part, that Sepulveda turned himself in back in 2021 for, this is crazy, he was arrested when charged with assault, criminal obstruction of breathing, and harassment. The charges were later dropped because the prosecutor felt that there was a lack of evidence. Whether that case may turn up again and evidence may be more dominant and this man may serve, we don't know. But right now he is committing a crime against parents in New York through his legislative powers. Let's keep an eye on that. Last but not least, Trump's treatment. Let's talk about this for a hot second. We have a Meet the Press interview with NBC host Kristen Welker that took place on Sunday, June 7th. The interview was a disaster as Welker pushed and spoke to the president in a very aggressive manner regarding his claims on the 2020 election. And she tried to, again, debunk the truth about what things were happening, which we're finding out more and more is coming out in the manner in which the elections were held, the voting machines, the reporting of its accuracy, etc. This infuriated Trump, and they kind of got into it a little bit. It was very heated. He had already given Welker an hour of his time, and she was still just trying to be combative to the point where he finally had to call the interview over. It's just ridiculous how the media still won't give up. And he said that to her, you know, it's never going to stop. You're just going to be a crooked press. And it was sad to see. On that note, the Knicks game. Okay, we didn't have a win last night at home, guys, but the mistreatment Trump was treated not so badly. A little bit of booing we heard from the crowd, but not terrible. Afterwards, of course, the biased media interviewed the weirdest people to interview. They seemed mostly like they were probably not American-born citizens that were interviewed. But nonetheless, he was treated well. He was there with his granddaughter, Kai. Beautiful that he even attended. Hakeem Jeffries tried very hard to not let him be there. But even worse was the mistreatment of the Knicks, I'm sorry, by the referees. The calls that they made were just horrendous. So better luck for the next round. We'll stay behind the Knicks, and that's the news today.
That was quite a segment of news. Now, I did not watch the Knick game last night, although I did try and catch the Star Spangled Banner with the hopes that the crowd would, or I would see the great president there in the booth, and I think they did show a little bit of that. But I don't watch NBA because we all know what NBA stands for, right, Kevin?
No, I don't know.
Oh, you don't? It's an acronym, Johnny.
This was a tough question, man. What was it?
Lukey, what does NBA
balls?
stand for? Gino, I'm going to give you a chance.
Nothing but. Oh,
That's
sorry, I lost my
correct.
internet.
You got it. And he wasn't bleeped out. It's nothing but assholes in there. I got to tell you,
Yeah.
every one of them players are disgraceful and disgusting what they do in this country and what they get away with. I couldn't believe it. It's so negative because Trump is. I'm proud to be Trump. I'll wear it all over the
And
place.
plus, you know, it's in his hometown, New York City. But what do you think New York City's? It's a shit. They're all brainwashed. The TDS. You know,
Brainwashed,
they hate
Johnny.
them.
Boy, somebody alluded to it earlier. They're illegal. They don't belong in here. They're all over
There's
the
some
place.
truth right there.
Nobody even speaks English anymore. I don't even know what to turn. They're going to change the street signs pretty soon and give them 8 different languages because that's what we need in New York City. What a disgrace. We're
Bullshitty.
coming back after this in a much happier mood, I promise.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just 2 entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW, making travel great again.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
I'm sure you guys remember the platinum single Justice for All with Donald Trump and the J6 Prison Choir. Well, get ready for round 2. We're coming out with Anthem of the Free with High Res and the J6 Prison Choir. It's coming out now. It's pre-sale until December 19th when it drops. Get yours on all platforms, Google Play, Apple iTunes. Get it. It's going to be hot.
Justice for all, our voices ring. The anthem of the free.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see. A symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
I'm back here at the America First Warehouse on the couch today, the comfy couch. It usually is in the Motor Club, and we go back there, have lunch later, and smoke a couple of cigars. Some of us like to nap. Some of us do like to nap.
For hours.
But today we're working on America First movement, okay? And we really love America First candidates. And I've asked any candidate like to come on and give us a few minutes on what they're about. So we didn't go far. We didn't have to go far to find any, right? Who do we have? Lisa's going to introduce our next guest.
Okay, Marvin, it is fabulous to have you here. For our audience, our wonderful America First podcast viewers, this is Marvin Williams. He's a decorated colonel, served 30 years as an Air Force chaplain. Mr. Williams is a PhD scholar, a contributor to the Wall Street Journal, and currently a candidate for New York's 4th Congressional District. He is opposing Rep. Laura Gillen, and this is in the Rockville Center, Nassau County area. Marvin, welcome.
Marvin,
Thank
right
you so
in our
much, Lisa.
backyard.
I'm glad to be here.
Marvin, can you back out with your camera a little bit? You look like Kilroy. I want to make sure we got you. Now move your camera
Nobody knows
down
who
and get your
Kilroy
face.
is.
Move the camera down or you stand up. There you go. Look
That's
how
it.
handsome
There's that
you are.
handsome
Now I
face.
recognize him.
So you're in a good area on Long Island, brother. What makes you America First? Because that's all we got in our network.
Because I believe in what the president is doing, prioritizing America, America's interests in our country and throughout the world. And I want to carry that torch here in the 4th District because we need congressional members in Congress who are going to carry the president's agenda and push this forward without the wrangle and the stuff that we've been seeing over the past year or so.
When you're knocking on doors, Marvin, that's assuming what you're doing. I'm also going to make another assumption that the GOP does not one of their choices. Am I correct on that?
That is correct. I made it. I'm part of the Republican Party, so I made the ballot, and I'm very fortunate. They didn't knock me off. They didn't try to knock me off, and I believe there's some credibility there, and that gives the voters a choice of who they're going to present right here now in June, and of course, and moving on to November 3rd.
Have you requested a debate at all for your candidate to sit and maybe discuss that? Because I would like to offer the America First Warehouse as a stage for you to debate your candidate. You can do it any day, any night.
I would love the debate. I would love that. I have not offered that personally, have not been in contact with her campaign or her campaign manager, but I would love to do that. That would be an excellent resource to be able to come, on your broadcast and talk about issues and talk about what policy that really impacts the 4th District.
Well, we would love to really try and set that up, Marvin. And what I'm going to task Teresa to do is to get a hold of the campaigns for both sides, because we have a similar situation in CD District 3. I want to do the same thing. So where is your assembly? What is your number? And where do people go to find out more about you on the internet or the websites?
MarvinWilliams4Congress.com.
And that is the CD District 4 you were talking about?
That is correct.
Who
that
are you?
covers the southern. Go ahead.
I apologize. Who will you? Who is the GOP's choice?
The GOP's choice is Janine Driscoll, who is a tax receiver out of Seaford.
It's amazing how they all love each other's and scratch each other's backs and not really concerned about what we the people want from our candidates. CD4 is a big seat to happen, and it's very important. I believe that I have a direct line with the president, who I'm bringing information to about the true American patriots, Marvin. I really want to pass your information along, and Lisa, you can help me with that. And I do want to set up the debate stage for CD3 and CD4. I think we got a good chance. Kevin.
Marvin, let me ask you something. I know the Air Force drops bombs on our enemies. Have you seen Gino's act? Because he's dropping bombs at comedy clubs, and I think he'd be perfect for the Air Force. I don't know if you've met Gino Bisconte.
Hey, how are you, buddy? First time, long time.
Hey, Gino would be perfect. Gino would be perfect. Hey, Gino, I'm all in. All in.
All right, I'm the guy then. I will dive bomb into your area soon. But we got your back, buddy. Come by the warehouse. I'll let you watch me bomb in person. Just It'll take you back to your days of, I'm sure you carpet bombed Iran, those idiots, whatever. Go on.
So if he won his election in this primary, would he be a Republican or the?
Yeah.
And then the GOP,
Yes.
which is like, voting down party lines and, we're all going to keep it all together and nice. This is where we need to make this change right here at the beginning and have those America First candidates in there. We got to
Marvin?
make this happen.
Marvin,
bro.
let me ask you quickly. Okay, Bruce Blakeman is just talking about dropping bombs. He has been a true force in Nassau, going against Tuchel and the regime pretty strong, and he has maintained his ground. How do you feel about his platform? How much of that do you support?
I love Blakeman's platform, absolutely. And one of the things I would love to do once we get past June 23rd, the primary, if I'm selected, I would love to go ahead and push his agenda forward, in the 4th District. Of course, I have connections in Queens and New York City. Go ahead and bridge those connections for New York City, because he has to win New York City. He has to nail New York City in order to win governor. And it's doable, very doable.
Yes. Yes.
Well, it's
Good,
probably doable
excellent.
if we can eliminate the votes, the illegal immigrants, or the votes that, the mail-in ballots and all the other garbage that you see in Los Angeles. But what I'd like to offer you too, Marvin, on top of it, is the America First Wales would like to support your campaign on site. We could show up at any of your events. We can raise some flags for you. We want to bring attention to what you're doing, and we only have a few weeks left. What do you got in mind for the next couple of weeks?
Right now, I'm just knocking on doors. That's what I'm doing. I'm hitting 5 towns. I'll be in 5 towns next week, this week and next week. I'm in Garden City. I'm going to be in Valley Stream. I'm going to be hitting the 4th District, knocking on doors. So anybody who wants to help me knock on doors and give out palm cards and talk to the voters, I'm more than willing. They can contact me, give me a call, and we'll get out there and we'll stomp the ground.
Well, I want to get a hold of your palm cards because I like them, and I want to do commercials for you. We're going to set them up. We're 100% from MAGA, 100% America First, right?
Yeah, and our parents are from that area too, so we got to get that place straightened out, the Valley Stream, and get those people to know who's who. So on this door knocking, though, do you know who you're knocking, or you just see an American flag and that's the one I'm going to knock on? But how do you know whose house you're knocking on?
No, I have a database. I have a full database of Republican voters, and so I knock on those doors. I talk to them. Some of them, want to go traditional Republican. That's fine. I tell them, hey, I'm here to support the president. I'm going to push his agenda, and I need your vote to get into Congress. And people have been extremely receptive.
Wow, it's unbelievable, Marvin. We got a couple minutes left. Gino, you got some questions for the congressman?
I would point out one, like if a strapping young black man is in my doorway, I'm going to agree with whatever he says. But see, and the reason I said that is I knew black. This is what I love, and I noticed it in our first interaction a moment ago. We need more politicians that have common sense and can joke around. And I don't mean make a joke. It just shows a level of politicians these days they're arrogant. Look at the people in Congress. Look at look at the media, the way they're yelling at Donald Trump, that bitch welfare. I'm sorry for my language, but just to have regular people like you that thank you for your service, that came up among us and think of themselves as equal. That's what we need. And we've lost that in politics. And you bring that back. So I'm really excited to meet in anything I can do, like bombing one of your shows. But I mean it, there's a common sense and just a compassion that you see in candidates like you, and I love that.
Way to
And
go,
Marvin,
Gino.
I also want to highlight your background a little bit. You are no immigrant. I mean, I'm only 2nd generation here in America. God bless, though. But you, however, are 4 centuries deep, your family. Is that correct?
That is correct. Hey, my family came over, through the slave trade, and I'm here. That's my story. I own my story. I'm not a victim. I am a person who seeks opportunity, and I push that forward. If I can do it, my family can do it. I want to let people know this is the American dream.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we got to get him in there. America First candidates, what's mad is the GOP, they only want to get these new younger ones in. They know they're going to be able to groom and vote what they want, not what the American people want. And if we can get these elections clean and it's American people, America First candidates, I'm all excited about it. I'm going to put some prayers in for you.
I appreciate it.
Now, Marvin, you had served the country as well. Some of the candidates that I know served the country, became policemen, or still came into the network. Did you work? Did you run a business? Or what would qualify me to say, hey, this guy's pretty sharp. He knows what he's doing. The military is big time training for me, so I do understand that. Is there other experiences you can bring to the table?
Absolutely. One of the things that people don't know, when President Trump was in his first term, he actually signed a bill for a commission for black men and boys. If you remember him talking about the state of black men in America. Well, I was the one who headed that commission. I stood up the commission, got it funded, across the aisle, and that commission is thriving. And I'm very much I want to let the president know that I pushed his pushed his agenda, when I was heading that commission. So I was on the Hill, and I bring that experience. I want to go back to the Hill, go back to DC and get something done because, I have a proven record of actually getting things done and not stalling.
Marvin, I am so impressed by you. I would like to pass your information on to the great America's mayor. He has been taking on a lot of our recommendations for America First candidates, having them on the show, having that one-on-one for other people to see it, because our Republican Party is not interested in anybody except their own guy or girl. And I don't really care. That's fine. But we need a voice. So I'm going to step that up. We got 30 seconds. How do people reach you? Where do they go to it? And I will follow up with the mayor and get you on his show in the next 2 weeks.
Absolutely. You can reach me on my phone, 516-815-7833. And definitely, of course, you can get my website, marvinforcongress.com. And I definitely respond to all of my email correspondence.
I'll make sure the mayor gets that cell phone number. That was very bold of you, my friend.
I have a
God
question
bless
for
you.
Marvin.
Sure, go ahead, Lukey.
What's your favorite type of cigar and what's your favorite type of music?
My favorite type of music is I'm a lovebird. I'm a lovebird at heart. So I love all songs relating to love. In fact, Theodore Shapiro has a wonderful album out there about love. So you can check that album out. Great musician. And my favorite cigar, only Cuban cigars. That's it.
They're coming to his state real soon. Thank you, Marvin. God bless you, brother.
250 years ago, a nation was born, built on courage, driven by freedom, defined by patriots who stood their ground. Today, we don't just remember that legacy, we wear it. This is more than a shirt. It's a symbol of strength, freedom, and pride. I'm Steve Stern, COO of theflagshirt.com, and I invite you to celebrate 250 years of the United States with us. Wear your pride, stand for something, get your shirts today.
Politics feeling broken? What if you could match with politicians the way you match on a dating app, but based on real values? Meet OpScore from GoUSA, the first ever values-based political matchmaker. Think Match.com for elections that aligns voters with politicians. We score politicians on a nonpartisan scale based on your priorities. Track your politician scores and take our OpScore Challenge survey to match with leaders who align with you at opscore.org. Stop voting blind. Start matching smart. Politicians work for you.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
Corporate transfer, fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
If the vote count is accurate, then how come the number of voters is different? And if it's not accurate, then why was it certified? We are suing Letitia James and the New York State Board of Elections for a conspiracy against fundamental rights. This is not about who won. It's not about what party. It's about the fact that they don't care about your rights.
It's me, Joe the Box.
And I'm John the Blanket with the America First podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino podcast coming to you from the America First warehouse.
Welcome, everybody, to the James Justice Show, tearing these airwaves apart with all the craziness that goes on in the world.
Welcome to the Patriots podcast. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side podcast here at the America First warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Shane Jenkins here with another episode of Liberty's Cage.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Red, Right, and True.
We are streaming live on America First Media and Television app.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free.
The America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
We are back on the big couch, the big comfy couch. We moved it from 2 to 3, or 2 to 4, so we have it here for a couple of great events that are happening this weekend. We have the double amputee softball team coming in here. We're going to celebrate their Americanism, on Thursday night as they go into the weekend and play their softball game. But as I said earlier in the first segment, we love America First candidates, and we are very happy to have another one on the hook here at the America First warehouse. We want to share all about her. Lisa, will you do the introduction, please?
Absolutely. Okay, America First podcast viewers, we have another candidate here, and this is Summer Johnson. She's a Republican candidate, State Assembly 130th, served as the Marion Town Supervisor. Great experience, extensive experience in policy, crisis management, and protection of frontline workers, and of course, economic development. And this is essential right now. New Yorkers, we know how we're feeling about price of various things. We need people like Summer Johnson. We're here to hear from her now. Summer, welcome to the America First podcast.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for the intro, and thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here and say hi to you guys and introduce myself and everyone who's watching, and just share a little bit more about myself and the America First platform and pro-America, which is kind of, hard to say that that's actually a thing nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely. Upstate New York, correct?
That is correct. So our district, 130th district, is in between the city of Rochester and Syracuse. We're kind of smack dab in the middle of all of Wayne County and the town of Webster.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's a big district.
Your opposition, talk to us about why you're running and what is the platform that you're opposed to that you want to turn around and change for the New York. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm running a simple campaign, faith, family, and freedom. That's it. I don't believe any of those can coexist without the other. The turning point for me, no pun intended, was the assassination of one of my mentors in the political sphere, Charlie Kirk, in October. I knew at that point I had to take a bigger approach and a bigger stance here in New York. Prior to that, it was really kind of the Republicans in our area were defeated. There's nothing we could do. There's a supermajority trifecta in New York. You even talk to some of our reps and it's, we can't do anything, we don't have a voice, and they're just collecting a paycheck. And so I really, instead of burying my head in the sand, I put a plan.
We must have lost the sight up in upstate New York. I'm very familiar with the area. It's college town up there.
Yes, it is.
And I am happy. I'm just curious how Summer is going about it. Is she going to the churches to meet people? Is she going the door-to-door knocking, which is kind of tough to do because I think some of these houses are so spread apart?
Well, I do love that her platform is based on faith. Obviously America First and freedom, because I think it all boils down to the difference between good and evil. When you think about it, and these candidates that are talking about Jesus and God or the good of, what we need to have, and it's against evil. So we got to get these candidates in here.
Yeah, what surprises me, though, is that these America First candidates are trying to go through the channels, all right? They go out and get their signatures. They need 1,000 signatures. They get 2,000 signatures. But they still got to fight the battle with the Republican Party. Now, the Republican Party should be able to put through a recommendation. Here's our guy, and here's why. But if the American people sign enough petitions, we should have an open debate on who's who and who's what, and let the citizens decide. We have it's coming up right now, the the primaries, okay? So the primaries are coming up all over in New York on June 23rd. And there's not enough time to really, I mean, I know these guys have been knocking on the doors, but the battle is in who's advertising more, who's putting in more money. Money seems to be the only way that you can, get elected these days.
Yeah, but they're not looking statewide. They're only looking to the areas that they're running out of. So they're limited on who they have to go to, and there's nothing beats but knocking on the doors, unless they're watching that show or who's ever promoting them,
Well, what Summer was saying, though, I think, Kevin, is that the people are just not saturated with New York City, and they feel like maybe I don't have to go in because it doesn't matter what I say. New York City's going to be running the show, right?
The biggest myth in election history is, New York City is going to decide for the state. There are enough people still. I know a lot of Republicans, a lot of conservatives left. There are enough that we can take this state back, provided A, everyone votes, and B, the illegal immigrants do not, and C, that they don't cheat in New York City. But I'm telling you this, I know a lot of people in the 5 boroughs, and they're fed up. They're fed up with the crime. They see what's going on in L.A. They know it's coming here. Not big fans of Mom Donnie. They don't like where things are going. And I'm telling you, Bruce Blakeman can win. We can make this state red again. We can absolutely do it.
Summer is back, and we were just talking, Summer, about the effort that you need to do to go to the different houses and call on. Have you did you approach the GOP? Did they offer you any support? How many signatures did you need? How many did you get? Summer, do we have you? We had her and we lost her.
Obama got there.
We had her.
Listen, I love what she said straight out the gate, that, she's about faith and family, and that she had a moment that turned her. And that, unfortunately, was the assassination of Charlie Kirk. But it brought her to where she needed to kind of be and see that her efforts. I mean, town supervisor of Marion is not a small task. And this woman has now put herself on a greater line to do the greater good. That alone is more of the mindset that we need in a state that is trying to remove the names mother and father. We need people like her. I mean, it's just common sense. How progressive can you get until you fall off the cliff? It doesn't make any sense. And you have to have a balance. I say it and I'll say it again. We have these no kings protests in a state where our governor has no term limits. It's ridiculous. It's just exactly true that the city and the illegal voting, I think that New York is really a gem that's just being covered, and hopefully people like Summer. Welcome back, Summer. You can help us with that.
I apologize. My phone overheated and it shut off on me. I do apologize for that. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, but that's because you're burning up the ground.
Thank you. Thank you for filling the airtime for me. I appreciate it. So, like I was saying, I've been involved in our local politics for the past decade or so here in Wayne County at the GOP level. Listen, I've always been a Republican. It's just the past 5 years, I've really started leaning more conservative and really just taking a more bold approach to the policies and being vocal with our party, with our leaders. And like I said, that turning point with Charlie was just amazing. Me and my husband went and got baptized. We really turned a leaf of kind of having a service attitude and servitude, and what can we do to better our environment and our home. And when this seat came vacant in January, Assemblymember Mantelo threw kind of a curveball and last minute decided he's not running. And so the committee kind of scrambled and they threw somebody in there, young kid, 31. His name is George Dobbins. And to your point you were talking about earlier with the candidate for Congress, he's a young guy who is hand-groomed and picked to lead the current efforts in Albany. He's a real estate attorney. He's a commercial developer. He's a yes guy, Ivy League. He went to Georgetown Law down in DC. And, it's sad because our local GOP doesn't have an issue with him working for a Democrat congressman under the Obama administration in DC because it was 8 years ago. Well, I would gladly take that Pepsi challenge and put my 8-10 years against his 8 and 10 years and see who's had the more consistent lifestyle and culture and beliefs and values. And so I'm upset. There's a lot of people upset here in this district that we have a quote unquote Republican who was handpicked by 3-4 people here that continuously get it wrong. and, leading the way as the incumbent, proxy here in the district. And it's getting very interesting, but we are sharing some of that information with our voters, going door to door, having these great conversations. And regardless of the turnout, I've had some awesome interactions with people. We're out in Butler. I don't know if you've ever been to Butler, New York, but, there's more American flags than there are people. And, it's a great town, and they're very conservative. There's a 6-to-1 ratio registered Republicans there. And that's where people, you knock on the door and they pray for you. And, I take that over leading the GOP any day of the week. I will be the anti-establishment candidate all day long over that.
You sound to me like the America First candidate. Those are the ones that we like. And you had us said go. You said faith, family, and freedom. And all of us on the couch, we were like, wow, that's fantastic. Because that's exactly what we're looking at. Now, I know that the GOP works together against us. I hope that you have achieved what you needed to up in New York. We want to help you. Want to put your information on the our website. Tell us within the minute, where do we go to find you? How do we help support you in your campaign for as an America First candidate? Because I want to pass that information on to my friends that really are America First.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a Facebook page. It's called Summer Johnson for Assembly. Very straightforward. Follow me, share my content, share the word. And then also, just like the congressman, I'm willing to share my cell phone information, 585-358-8017. I'm collecting calls already. Feel free to give me a call or a text. I'm open to answer any questions, talk to anyone, and sit down with a cup of coffee and figure this out.
We think the best way to get the word out is to bring you onto the shows. We would like to refer you to the 14 other shows that we have going on. We want America First candidates. That's all we care about around here. You know what I'm saying, Kev?
Absolutely, I know what you're saying. And you know what? We're going to take this country back from these commie pinkos.
Here's a quick question for Summer. What's your favorite song?
Your favorite song, Summer?
My favorite song?
Yes.
How Many More Times by Led Zeppelin.
Wow.
Whoa, she brought it back. That's old school. You borrowed that from your mom and dad. Summer, thank you for joining us. We'll see you on another show.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
Corporate transfer. Fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
America First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed, because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country. What's up, America? What's up?
What's up?
Luke, my man, I'm so happy to have. Look how comfy this couch is. I don't want to kick back, Luke, because we got the game show we're going to start right now. And today's game is going to go out real quick. It's a true or false. We're going to go around the thing. I'm going to keep score, and we'll tell you how everybody wins. These things are designed to spark debate. Maybe a few laughs if we're lucky, and discussion. Many Americans have heard a simplified version of the American story. What they taught you versus what really happened. Gino! The Founding Fathers wanted America to be a democracy. True or false?
False. They wanted it to be a constitutional republic, which it is.
I'm glad you answered one word. Who do we got?
One-word answers?
Yeah, that's it. It's a true or false. Then it's open for discussion. Johnny.
Oh, so it's a true or false? That's
Yeah.
it. All right.
The Founding Fathers wanted America to be a democracy.
False.
That's correct. I'm sorry. I didn't tell you the answer. Luke, true or false?
False.
KDJ?
False.
Lisa? Tell him why.
False.
Tell him why. Tell him why, Gino.
The Jews, am I right? Oh, because we wanted it to be a constitutional republic, because democracy corrupts, and we see that every day in government. We see it going on right now in Los Angeles, and something that we need to realize is screw the Save Act, screw all this stuff. I love it, but
That's correct.
We need to land election day. Election day.
Yeah.
Because
The
the only way they'll
question
be able
was
to do it is one vote, one paper, one
false.
count, move on.
All right. Now, next question here. The Salem witch trials involved witches being burned at the stake. Is that true or false? The Salem witch trials involved witches being burned at the stake. KDJ.
I'm going to say most of them were drowned or stoned. False.
He goes with false. Johnny. Burned at the
Say
stake?
true. That's what I saw in the
True.
movie.
True.
Two trues. My TV guys? Lisa? True or false?
I'm gonna, it is. That's a tough one. It's on both ways. So I'm technically gonna say yeah, it was about witches being burned, but
Gino.
I'll say true.
You said true.
True.
We got three trues and a false.
They
Gino.
were found guilty. I was told they were found guilty because these bitches burned my steak.
So your answer?
Making me hungry.
False.
All right, it is false.
Correct.
Unlike Europe, the accused in Salem were hanged, not burned.
I thought they were
For witchery or for crimes? I
For
mean,
witchery.
Witchery.
For being witches.
Yes.
All right, here's the next one.
Yeah,
George
bitches.
Washington was the first president under the Constitution. True or false? Quick lightning round. Luke?
True. Oh.
Johnny?
True.
What was the
True.
question?
KDJ? George Washington was the first president. True or false?
okay.
True.
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 False. Under the Constitution, I feel like it's a trick question.
Well, you know what, Gino? You're probably going to lose anyway. It was true. George Washington was the first president under the Constitution. Gino's wrong. Keep a number over there, Lukey, okay? Next one up with 8 minutes going. The Revolutionary War ended immediately after the Battle of Yorktown. True or false, KDJ?
It ended shortly after the battle. It didn't end right after the battle. There was they had to have some conversation and whatnot, but that was the end of the end, the beginning of the end.
So the answer was true or false?
It ended. What was the exact question?
The Revolutionary War ended immediately after the Battle of Yorktown.
False.
Johnny?
I'm going to go false.
False.
Lisa?
I'm gonna say I like KTJ. No, false.
Gino? True? That's too bad.
Say false.
As you said, true? That's too bad. You got it
Just
wrong
want a hard
again.
time.
Kevin was absolutely right, Gino. I don't know where you got that from.
Plus, he explained it.
I'm very impressed with with KDJ's now understanding of history. So I'm going to go to him last now for the explanation. The American Civil War was the only war fought on U.S. soil. True or false, Gino?
True.
Lisa?
The American Civil War was the only war fought on U.S. soil?
That's the question. True or
Is that
false?
what you asked?
That's what I'm asking. True or
I'm gonna
false?
say
Can you believe that?
No, because there's the War of 1812. No, yeah, no.
All right, Luke.
False.
Johnny.
False.
Kevin, tell him what the answer is.
The answer is false. There were many wars fought here, including War of 1812, not to mention the French and Indian Wars and the Revolution.
Kevin Downey Jr., you
the
are
wars
a
in Texas,
genius.
right?
Where did you get such smartness? I don't know. Maybe from your mom.
It was his favorite class.
Okay.
I liked woodshop. He liked
Johnny,
history.
the Constitution can legally be amended. True or false?
True.
Luke.
True.
KDJ.
True.
Gino.
True.
Lisa.
Oh, yes, unfortunately true.
All right, everybody was right on that except for Gino. There have been how many amendments are there, Gino, if you want to stay in the game? Go ahead. How many amendments?
21? I'm going to say 21.
Close. 27. I'll let you ride. You're in the 20s. The next question, we got plenty of time.
Kill me.
Do you not? You're killing it, Gino. Keep that safe space available for him. The Pilgrims came. Luke, this is for you. Pay attention now. The Pilgrims came to America seeking religious freedom for everyone. Is that true or is that false?
Ooh.
We'll come back to you. John, true or false?
False.
Ooh. KDJ, true or false?
True.
Let's go to the TV people. Lisa.
I'm going to say false. Not for everyone.
And Gino. Wrong.
I think it's true. That's what I recall.
You said true?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to have to say false.
Luke, you're absolutely right. They primarily sought freedom from their own religious practices, not necessarily for all faiths. Come on. Everybody understood that one. You got it right, Lisa. It was brilliant.
For now on, I'm going to answer after Luke because he seems to be right on
He's very
everything.
good, Luke. He's very good. The White House has been burned down before. True or false? Has the White House been burned down before?
False.
True.
True.
TV land? Lisa?
Yes.
And wrong. My
True, and
goodness.
not just when they had those flaming gays there with Biden. It was before that.
Well, we talked about this a little earlier. It was the War of 1812 that the British burned down the Capitol, the White House. So that was true.
Communists.
That was true. The first Thanksgiving we celebrated exactly like today's Thanksgiving. True or false? Let's go to Lisa.
No, false.
Gino.
False.
Lukey.
False.
Johnny.
I would say false. They didn't have gravy.
KDJ.
The first actual Thanksgiving was declared by Abraham Lincoln during the end of the Civil War. He said we need a day of Thanksgiving. And that's how we celebrate today. They ate chickens and turkeys.
The answer is false. There was no pumpkin pie.
There's no cornbread.
There was no.
Probably was cornbread.
No,
there was no
cornbread.
drunk Gino yelling at everybody.
There
There's
was
no
right.
Sam Adams.
Why do the Lions lose every Thanksgiving?
They don't care about my money because they don't give a shit about money, Kev. That's why.
We're going to move right along. Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey as America's national bird. True or false, Kevin?
True.
True.
Johnny?
I wouldn't know, but I'll go with Luke because he's always right. True.
You're all in trouble. Lisa? Ben Franklin wanted the turkey.
No, I'm going to say it's false.
It is indeed true.
Whoa.
Is this like Hollywood
You know,
Squares?
Lisa, you are absolutely right. The rest of these guys are wrong. Because even though Benjamin Franklin adored a turkey dinner, he never formally proposed changing the eagle. The eagle was the choice. So you were all wrong.
I challenge this. I challenge.
Yeah.
So
he misphrased the question.
Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey as America's national bird. Is it true or false? Did he want it? Yes or no? Kevin, go ahead, look it up on your chat GPT. He
whispered into it, so we don't.
He admired the turkey, but he never formally proposed replacing the eagle. That's just what I got. All right. It's true. It's false. Congress can override a president's veto. Congress can override the president's veto. Gino, veto? Yes or no?
Yes, on behalf of vetoes everywhere, that is true. They can.
Yes, they can. Lisa, yes or no?
Yes, true.
Lukey?
True.
Johnny?
I got to go true on that.
Kevin, do you know true and why? I'll tell you if you don't know
What's the
it.
question? You're right. I was wrong about the turkey. Damn it.
Yes, he was wrong about the turkey, damn it. Congress can override a presidential veto, true or false?
True.
And how do they do that?
They need, I think, 60% of the voters on their side.
2/3.
2/3.
Yeah.
Just to go
both
back with the
chambers.
turkey thing again, because I know you're going to give us the answer on it. I would be very upset. I'd have all my tattoos would have turkeys and not eagles.
Could have been, Johnny. The Liberty Bell rang on July 4th, 1776, to announce independence. True or false, KDJ?
I'm going to say false.
Kevin? Chino, your brother?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I would say true.
True, huh? Okay.
Liberty Bell.
Lisa?
Guessing?
Lisa, is that true? The Liberty Bell rang on July 4th to announce
False,
independence?
It rang. Was it cracked before or after? Did it ring on the 4th of July? I'm going to say no.
So you say it's false. Luke?
I have to
False.
agree with Lisa on this one. False.
Johnny?
True.
False it is. The famous story likely developed decades later, but the Liberty Bell was not there to ring in.
That's when they broke it.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. All right, I got the earpiece in my head. There's a lot of time. We're running out of time, but I don't really care. I got a couple more questions, then we're going to put Teresa in for the commercial break. Abraham Lincoln appeared on the ballot in every southern state in 1860. True or false? 30 seconds.
False.
Lisa?
No, false.
Gino?
I wasn't there, but I'll say false.
Luke?
False.
Johnny?
I don't want to lose anymore. False.
In many southern states, his name wasn't even listed. Wow. We got break coming up, but we're not going to take a break because that's how we are at the America First Warehouse. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. Teresa is in, and she's in the Democratic War Room. Behind her, the chaos of New York City. What's going on, Teresa? How was the ride in this morning? So good to see you.
The ride-in was rough this morning. That's why I made it here just in the nick of time. A lot of traffic everywhere. But we got a lot to get to, so welcome and good morning, everyone, or good afternoon now. We're going to start with this past Friday night. The America First Warehouse was in Connecticut representing Letitia's house. We had a phenomenal night with Lara Trump and all the great work they do supporting women who are trafficked. They were so appreciative of us getting them on their shows. They put us in their program. They shouted us out at the event. They are so grateful to the America First Warehouse, and we were proud and happy to be there. To learn more about Letitia's house, you can scan that QR code or go to their website. So that was a phenomenal Friday night for us. And every week on Tuesdays, we bring to you our Tuesdays and Wednesdays, our 14-show lineup. We have 10 weekly shows and 4 monthly shows, so you can scan that or go to our website or app to see the schedule and tune in. And every Thursday night, we have Bible study with Tom and Amanda Weirman. You can register online for a one-time registration, and then you can come join us on Thursday nights. As I mentioned last week, Christ to Conquer the Nations has moved to a location in Nassau, and you can reach them at christtoconquerthenations@gmail.com if you have any interest reaching out to them or looking for church services. And we will also be bringing you on Thursday night the amazing kickoff party for the USA Patriots amputee softball team. That should be the next slide, guys, if you can bring that up. There you go. We are hosting a kickoff with the entire team. They're mostly made up of all veterans that are amputees, and they will be playing here on Long Island on the 12th and 13th. So we're doing the kickoff here, and then if you go to the next clip, you'll see where they're playing on June 12th and 13th. Amazing men, and we are so excited to host them here on Thursday. And next Thursday, the 18th, we are doing a flag wave in Belmore, like we do every Thursday from 4 to 6, except this time, and Kevin, you can weigh in, we're caravanning to Harmony Bar, where we've been to with Kevin before. The owner is a diehard Patriot and Trump supporter. And we will also sadly be saying farewell to our sister Wendy, who's co-led the group with us these last almost 6 years. She's going to the Sunshine State. So, Kev, you excited for next Thursday?
I can't wait. We're gonna have food. It's a Trump-friendly bar. I hang out there. The drinks are cheap. It's a great place for patriots. Free chow. Who doesn't want that? Come on by. We're gonna get there around 6 p.m. on Thursday.
Yes, we can't wait. Thank you, Kev. We can't wait for that. And the next clip will just be the schedule for all the grassroots rallies that we do. You can screenshot that. That'll take you all the way through the end of the year. We go from like March through December with rallies. And then we have a huge weekend coming up that weekend. We have the All-American Barbecue. The event is sold out. Registration's closed, but we will have a barbecue here, live music with the band American Ride, and the fellas from live from Studio 6B from 8 to 10. So the ones that got their tickets, we can't wait to have you here. And we also, the next day, we'll be bringing you AMAC and RAV's collaboration for Boot Camp for Patriots. It's a huge event. Tickets are going fast, so it's going to be a great weekend here. And in addition to both of those, the Freedom Truck will be here on our premises on the 19th and 20th, and we are super excited. It is a mobile museum being brought to you from the White House. There's 6 of them going around the country, and we are so honored to have one here. So all patriots and everyone's allowed to come down and see this truck those 2 days. So check that out. Also, we'll be bringing you Election Night, the watch party. Actually, my show, The Patriots, and the James Justice Show will be collaborating together to bring in election results. You can come down and watch our show and then tune into the results. The Greg Hack campaign will be here, likely the Phil Grillo campaign, and we will be reaching out to some of the candidates we know from wherever they are to tune in. We'll bring them in live to hear about what's happening for them on Election Night. So we're very excited about that. And July 3rd, we are going to be bringing you our partners that show tonight in Studio TST for a great comedy sketch show. So we're excited for that, and you can screenshot that or scan the QR code to get your tickets. And we are bringing you one of our car shows are coming back on July 11th. We've done them before. They're great shows. We're honoring America 250. So you can go to our website or app to see those. We have a lot coming up, guys. I'm sorry. And August 1st is Patriot Range Day with our good friends John Carroll and Tommy. We're very excited to bring all the Patriots together for one day to do a whole day of training and shooting at the range. So please check that out. And our item of the month is the America First Warehouse T-shirt, which you can get in our venue or on our website. And then we're just going to go quick run through our affiliates, which is AMAC, one of our newest affiliates. And one of our other newest affiliates is Patriot Mobile. And then we have Agara Coffee, the goldandsilveraccount.com, Mark 37, which is ghost phones and laptops the government can't track, My Patriot Travel, making travel great again, My Pillow with Mike Lindell, our health and wellness ones, Tallow Honey Gold, Life Vantage, and Life Wave. And to recap all that, you can go to our website. You can scan that or go to www.theamericafirstwarehouse.com, or the best way to support us is our free app, which you can download and get it all there as well. Thank you so much, guys. Back to you.
Lukey, are you sleeping? You better wake up.
I am not sleeping.
How could you possibly be sleeping with all
worked hard.
The great things that are going on? Yeah, Tuesdays, Lukey works hard at the warehouse. He goes around and picks up every single piece of garbage that you find around here. The wind seems to blow it out of the pails, or the birds are picking it up and throwing it on the floor, right? Lukey, it's a never-ending job.
That is my regular job.
And and you're a hard worker. I got to tell you, I always see you working, except when the roach coach pulls up and sandwiches are ready. Because then you got to eat, right?
Right.
Listen, we're going to try something a little differently here. We have, I think we got about 10 minutes left in the final segment of the America First Warehouse. And what I did is somebody dropped these cards on my desk. It was a game show idea, and it's to guess what I have in 10 seconds. So I'm arbitrarily going to pick a card, and then I'm arbitrarily going to pick a person, and I'm going to give them clues, and the clock is going to go until you tell me what I'm trying to establish. And we're going to start this one with Kevin Downey Jr. because he's super smart, all right? Start the clock. First, I'm going to tell you some buzzwords. The event happened in 1700s. It's foundational. And it was a meeting. Here are the facts.
Continental Congress.
Winner. What was the answer? Continental Congress. You're not going to beat this guy. Yeah. All right, here you go. Let's pick one up for Lukey. All right?
All right.
I came around in the 1800s. I stand for freedom, and I found my home in New York. All right, here's some of the facts about it. Boy, these glasses are terrible. It was gifted to us. It's a monument, affected all other countries. And
Statue of Liberty.
Lukey, you are like the smartest nephew I got. Brilliant,
I was
Lukey.
going to say the Eiffel Tower.
All right, Lisa.
I'm here, Joe.
I'm a conflict from the 1800s.
Nervous.
And it started with, and it included armies. And here's the facts. It was a conflict. Took place over years. Affected mostly Americans in the 1800s. Conflict. Here's the clues.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
I
Go
took
ahead. I was
place.
going to say slavery, but go ahead.
You can jump on anytime you want with the answer. I took
give me more
place
clues.
from 1861 to 1865.
Oh, the Civil War?
Winner! Johnny.
That's vague, but okay.
Johnny. Uh-oh. Johnny's in trouble. It's another conflict. Put you right on him. Zoom in if you have to. It's a conflict. It was an incident. It involved an explosion. Big explosion.
Don't you give me more clues?
I do. It was a conflict. It took place on 2 days. It affected other countries. It happened in the 1900s. This is going to give it away. You ready for this one? I led to the end of World War II.
So the conflict?
It's a conflict. What happened? What was the conflict? Let me give you another one.
Pearl Harbor?
Close. I took place in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Oh, the dropping of the atomic bomb.
That's right. He got it. Even with my mispronunciation. Nagasaki? Was that you, Gino? Okay, now you're in trouble, Gino. Let's find one over here that I would never know.
It took place at the Narragansett Brewery. I didn't know. I knew Continental Congress. I don't think I would have got Civil War.
Well, you're not going to get this one either. I'm pretty confident. It's a conflict, Gino. Focus on Gino because I really want to get his reaction. Focus on Gino. Focus on Gino. It's a conflict that happened in the 1800s regarding a territory.
I'm going to say the French-Indian War.
Do you want me to finish or you just want to take the loss? You ready for the loss? I took place in Texas.
The Alamo.
I included the Battle of the Alamo. Oh. U.S. paid $15 million to settle me and to keep Texas.
Did we make some treaty? The Treaty of I got it. The Treaty of Versailles.
No, it's not. Oh my goodness! You know, Gino, you have a wealth of knowledge, but this trivial stuff is kind of tough for you. It's the Mexican-American War.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Didn't you say you're waiting for Cuba to fall so we can send all those Mexicans?
No. We're going to get another one over here because
we must have won because now it's the Gulf of America.
This is too easy. All right.
Thank you.
Johnny, I'm sorry you're losing so far again. Go figure, Gino. Huh? Johnny. Tragedy, 1900s. Loss. Lots of loss. Tragedy. Took place over years. Affected other countries. Happened in 1900s. 1 of 4 Americans were unemployed during this time.
The Depression?
He's brilliant, my brother. Fantastic, Johnny. Fantastic. You're winning, Johnny.
I'm depressed with that question.
These next questions could make the difference. Luke. My goodness, Luke.
I'm ready.
You're ready. This happened in 1900s. It revolves your rights and free speech. It was a beautiful speech. Delivered in one day. Affected mostly Americans in the 1900s. I was delivered by Martin Luther King Jr. I am known for my powerful message calling for racial equality.
Well, it's not Gino, that's for sure.
I was delivered an historic event that drew large crowd of supporters in Washington, D.C.
I have a dream speech.
Lukey, you are brilliant. I am so proud of you.
You just blew my mind on that one.
Absolutely right. Beautiful.
And
He was paying attention.
Come on.
Come on. All right, we still got 2 minutes left, and I got to give you this one over here. This is going to go to Lisa. It was regarding moving westward in the 1800s and migration. Discovery is involved. Took place over years, affected mostly America in the 1800s. I began after James Marshall discovered a precious metal. I greatly increased the population of California, not Utah.
The gold rush.
Brilliant. Brilliant mind, brilliant mind. We have enough for one more very, very difficult question for Kevin Downey Jr. I've been saving this one for you, bro. You're never going to get this one. Anybody want to bet on him getting this one?
I bet he's going to get it.
I bet
Gino?
he's not going to get it.
He's not. 2 yes and 2. Gino?
No faith.
He gets it. I got faith in my Wednesday guy.
Look at that. Lisa, what do you think? Is Kevin going to get this tough one?
I have faith. I have faith in KDJ. Let's do this.
Don't make us wrong on this one, Kevin.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you. It involves court, freedom, and discrimination.
Dred Scott decision.
Son of a beeswax.
Who voted
I think
against
he
him,
was looking
Lou?
over. Let's do another one for him because I thought it was too easy. 1900s conflict, World War II. I was enacted as a reaction to Pearl Harbor.
Oh, that's when FDR locked up all the Japanese.
Japanese internment camps, correct.
Camps.
Conflict, 1900s, Europe. Germany played a big role in the conflict. I began in 1939 and ended in 1945. I was fought between the Axis powers and the Allies. Who am I? World War II.
Hitler.
Yeah.
Very good, but nobody said it. 1800s
I
freedom of
got Dred
president.
Scott, for God's sake.
That was a pretty good one.
Great
I was
Scott.
known.
Is that where they got that from? Great Scott. Batman, Great Scott.
All right, here
I
we
was
go.
going to say Holocaust, but I guess that wouldn't have
30 seconds left for the championship. Goes to advanced 1900s in transportation. I took place in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina.
First flight.
Kevin Downey Jr. You just
First
can't beat
flight.
this guy.
That's
My
a good way to do the
God,
game.
I
Whoever
love
got
it.
the answer, say it first. You know?
Here we go. Go first. You got 10 seconds. President Kennedy Act set the far-out goal to achieve me. Newly created NASA provided rocket science and made me possible.
race.
The first moon landing. God bless you, everybody, and God bless America. That's it, boys and girls.
For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. And the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be. America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see. A symbol of hope, a symbol of unity.